This is Steve from Boxing UK, and it's a joy to be joined on Bank Holiday from Stoke's finest. Nathan Heaney, how are you, mate?
I'm very good, thanks, Steve, mate. Just obviously we were going to speak yesterday, weren't we? But the weather was too good, and it was when we caught up today instead.
It was. You've spent the weekend delivering tickets, so how's that been?
Yeah, it's been really good, mate. So it's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of graft. I'm all over the place in Stoke, Staffordshire, but I've nearly got all of them out now. So I've got someone who's going to pick some up in literally about 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then I've got someone that I need to drop off in Staffordshire, which is like Stafford, which is like the furthest drop off for me. So I've saved like the furthest to last.
The mutual friend who helped us set up this interview, Nathan, as you can tell by the accent, I'm from Newcastle, said, think of Joe Laws and your Stokes version of Joe Laws. Is that accurate?
In what capacity? Because I think we're totally different.
Ticket seller, popularity?
Yeah, ticket sellers, yeah. But I think in terms of character, we're completely different. Like completely different characters. I mean, yeah, we might have a lot of people supporting us, but I think me and Joe Laws are completely opposite in terms of the way we portray ourselves and the way that we are. So yeah, similar in terms of we've got good support.
Aye,
totally different.
Good man. Nathan, I have to start with that ring walk video, and I guess you've probably been asked about this 100 times.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's to do with the football club.
Yeah, Stoke City. Yeah, so basically, Delilah is just Stoke City's anthem. Essentially, if you go to any Stoke game, you're gonna hear Delilah being belted out. So as a Stokey, I've in the Stoke City sport. I've always, Delilah was the only song I was only ever going to walk out to. And that's what I did for my debut until obviously it kept growing every single time. I mean, I did my walking and stuff as we went along. It was a bit awkward and there wasn't that many people there in the crowd, but then it's got bigger and bigger each time until finally, when I boxed Shenbury for the IBO, it was exactly how I envisioned it when I was doing it originally. Sold out, everyone singing it in just an absolutely amazing atmosphere, and that's exactly what happened. So, yeah, and that's pretty much it, really.
You're looking forward to doing it again this weekend?
Of course, mate. The last time I did it was on behind closed doors, so I had to sing it completely on my own. So I walked out on BT Sports singing Delilah. Everyone could hear me in the bloody arena. And I was like, it's so embarrassing. But I had to do it. Like, I had to commit to it. But look, fortunately, it didn't sound, you couldn't even hear me on TV, which is what I was worrying about. Because I thought, if everyone hears me on TV, I wasn't the best at karaoke anyway. So that was like it was the thing. But now I've got like 600 people that have gone down. And yeah, it's going to be dead good.
Good man. So you're on the Frank Warren card this week. There's some decent names on there. Are you looking forward to boxing in that kind of company, Nathan? And I know you've touched on it. How much are you looking forward to actually having the fans there?
Yeah, of course, mate. It's like having someone like Daniel Dubois. It is a potential superstar. Obviously, he got beat by Joyce, but he's just a young fighter. And Joe Joyce is very underrated in terms of just being an absolute monster. So yeah, it's going to be great. Like Arch Sharp's on there. You've got quite a good few fighters on there. So it's nice to be part of that. But it's even better to think that you have got all those big names on there. Yeah, I've got 60% of the venue. In fact, I could have taken the whole 1,000 tickets, but they wouldn't give me. So I had to make do with 60%. So yeah, it's good.
Oh, you've jumped a question there, so I was going to ask you how many of the fans are there for you, mate? Am I right? So it's about 1,000 altogether.
There's 1,000 capacity, yeah, because that's like the COVID restrictions. Either 1,000 or 50% of the max, whichever's lower. But yeah, so there's 1,000 people max that are in there, and I've got 600 of them. I did ask for I asked for an extra 100, but I couldn't get them. But yeah, but because all the other fighters on the card need their tickets as well. But it's good because in the future when we have the shows that haven't got cap limits, there'll be a few thousand of us, so it's good.
Fantastic. You're unbeaten in 12, Nathan. What can you tell us about Iilyan Markov? Have you watched him at all in the build-up?
There's not loads of footage of the lad. I've seen a bit of him on a few MTK shows. He was against a lad for Summit O'Donnell, who was like a well-seasoned pro. And to be honest, I thought he was taking some rounds off that O'Donnell because he was working with a high work rate. I think I'll be the bigger man on the night because I'm quite a big middleweight, and I just got to work behind my jab and throw some nice hard shots in, and just. But hopefully, I should be absolutely fine with what I need to do.
Good man. And for any fans that might be tuning in, apart from your support, what can they expect to see from you, Nathan? What kind of fighter are you? What can you bring to the table?
I think I'll bring in the half decent work rate. I think I've got an easy style to watch. I think I get hit a few too many times, maybe, and that makes the sat fights more exciting. But yeah, I think overall I'm a reasonably entertaining fighter. So if anyone watches me, hopefully they'll enjoy it.
Good man. You signed with Frank Warren last year, didn't you? So
yeah.
How's the last 12 months been, bearing in mind there's a pandemic? And what do you hope for in the next 12 months, hopefully when we're out of it all?
Yeah, so my last fight with that ring wall that you saw, I think was possibly the last boxing event with a crowd before everything got locked down. So I was very fortunate that I got that opportunity to fight then. But then it was like 2 weeks into lockdown when Warren signed me. So it was a bit surreal, really. I didn't expect to get signed during COVID. But then you had that time where there was just no fights happening. But they did get me on behind closed doors in February, I think it was, which was good. And now obviously I'm out now, which was only like, I think 10 weeks after the last fight that I had. So they've got me out again, which is good. So I'll hopefully get the 3 fights in for the year that I wanted to anyway.
Magic. And over the course of the next 12 months, because you've only been boxing 3.5 years, haven't you?
Yeah.
But, and I mean this in the nicest of ways, you're wrong side of 30?
Yeah, mate, I'm 32, so but I'm still like, people can think they're delusional stuff, but I'm a young 32. Yeah. I didn't start developing until I was like late in my teens anyway. So it was really a blessing in disguise. Probably at the time I was praying like, please let me grow. I need to grow. But I think it's kept me younger as I got a bit older. And I am the fittest I've ever been, to be honest. So yeah, I'm absolutely fine. I think I can still develop over the next year or so, and then push for the titles. That obviously any man worth his salt wants to fight for the British title. So in 8 months' time, month and a half, I've got a few step up fights. Then yeah, I want to be challenging for that.
Good man. Is that the ultimate ambition, Nathan, or do you look further?
For me, mate, I know what I'm good at, and I know my weaknesses as well. And I think could I win the British title? I do believe I could do. Obviously, it depends who you're with, because if you find Iilyan Williams or Felix Cash, they are world level fighters. So again, it does depend who you're fighting, but I do believe I've got the potential to win the British title. And anything after, if you win the British title, then you can start saying, right, I believe I can do this and that afterwards. But the British title for me is like the main one, and the one where he proves it, whether I can do anything in the future anyway.
And I bet you've been asked this before, but you'd love to headline the Bets 365, or at least be on a show there.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah, well, it's well, that's the thing, because Frank Warren put a post out the other day saying about, basically mentioning about the Bet 365 in the summer of 2022 with the British title fight. And people are like, there's no way you have a British title fight at the Bet 365. No. If it's just a sole fight, no way would you have that. But if you had Dubois, if you had myself, if you had all the Queensberry superstars on the lineup at the Bet 365, I'd be selling thousands. Well, I'm not saying that as a big head, but thousands will be watching it just because it's never been done before in Stoke. So if they made a major event, it 100% could be done. So yeah, that is one of the dreams.
Good man. A bit of a random one, and we were talking off camera before we started the interview. Where would you rank yourself in famous people from Stoke at the moment?
I think I'm. Yeah, people say hello to me quite a lot on all sides and stuff. Like, I was driving the other day, and some kids were like this with a thumbs up in the car. So I was thinking, I do get recognised in Stoke. So, and it's only through the benefit of being with Queensberry Promotions and BT Sports. It just gives you that bit more, I don't know, credibility as sort of an athlete in the area.
Yeah. Last one on yourself. It's Bank Holiday Monday. You're fighting on Saturday. What's in store for the next 5 days, mate?
Just basically making sure I'm making weight. So I'm dropping my carbs now, so I can drop the water weight and water and drinking a load of water, so that I piss it all out and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it, really. But I'm just chilling. Did some pads this morning with my coach. Felt good. And yeah, we've done all the hard work now, so it's just tapering down. So there's not really much to do other than just stay sharp, because you're not going to build fitness now, mate. You're either fit or you're not. And it's just, all you'll do this week is take away from your performance. So it's just, we won't do too much.
Good man. And you're in confident mood?
Yeah, I feel good, mate. I'm really looking forward to it. It's a bit weird. Like I was saying to my coach, we're on BT Sports on Saturday, but it just doesn't feel like it. It's just so surreal. It's just, and then there's going to be like 600 Stokies there, absolutely taking the place up. You'll see it yourself anyway, mate. Honestly, if you do tune in and watch it, it will be special, the atmosphere. So yeah, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it, Nathan. Last one. On the same night as the Frank Warren show, there's a certain Mr. Mayweather fighting Logan Paul. Just your general thoughts on it.
Is that the same night, is it?
I think it's the same night, yeah.
Didn't even know. I didn't even know, mate. He said, "Oh, someone's here for the tickets." Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, it was happening, but yeah, it's one of them. And it's all about for the money. It's all about for the 2 seconds, Barney. 2 seconds, mate. I'm just literally on it. I literally just 2 seconds. One of my mates, Barney, he's here, Barney, but I'm not going to make it a theme. But yeah, so yeah, Mayweather should box his head off, shouldn't he? Well, but he's making money. That's it. That's the main thing behind it, really. So yeah, it is what it is. But I think it's a farce, really. But would I be complaining if I was making that kind of money? I don't think I would. So you can't say it on the guy.
Oh, you'll have to call him out, mate. That would be good at the 365, wouldn't it? You and Logan Paul.
I wouldn't be doing that, mate. Can't be bothered with that stuff, mate, at all. So yeah, I'll leave it at that for them.
Good man, Nathan. I'll let you get to your matey.
Yeah, you're absolutely down, mate. So thank you very much for your time, Steve.
Good luck at the weekend, and I'll speak to you hopefully afterwards after the victory.
Yeah, that's the one. Take care, mate.
All right, all the best, Nathan.
Bye-bye.